So today we are going to do a VFR flight from Fort Crosby to Kantishna, and I do hope I spelled it correctly. Kantishna. Kantishna. Yes.
No idea.
Me neither. But anyway, it's gonna be a VFR flight. Hopefully, I wanted to see Denali. The forecast says that we have like overcast layer on the 17,000 feet. Might not be possible. We'll see when we get there. And before I forget, I want to get here. I want to bring up the template, and I believe it's in somewhere controls, maybe engine heater. So I'm gonna put engine heater there, and yeah, we have engine heater there. So I will leave it on because we have minus 10 degrees of minus 10 degrees Celsius of temperature, and we'll see if it will make any positive effect on our engine start later on. Alright then. So first of all, let's review current observation. Yeah, a lot of errors. Just bring them.
I guess Meteo Blue forecasts higher cloud layer.
Higher? Okay.
Yep.
Okay, that's good.
So maybe if you are lucky, we'll be able to fly just over Denali Mountains.
Yeah, maybe. But anyway, we have visibility 10 plus miles. Here we have like, this is in Fahrenheit temperature, so 13 Fahrenheit is like minus 10 degrees Celsius. Dew point is very much lower. Here we even have minus 11 Fahrenheit. What that is, I have no idea. If it's like, let's try. Minus 11 F2C. Minus 24 degrees Celsius.
Not bad.
In here, not bad. Yeah, we'll be freezing our asses off. But we'll see. we'll see or feel how low temperature is around here. Anyway, here we have the range, mountain range, and if you check winds at, let's say, 9,000 feet or even 12,000 feet, you can see that there is a wind coming from northwest, meaning that when it hits the range, it rises due to the orographic effect and can condensate into clouds. And that's probably the reason why when we see the clouds, we do have clouds on this side of the mountains, but we don't have it here. Or it might be at least partly the effect. The truth is that the cloud layer is kind of all the way here, so it's probably not just the mountain range that's to blame, but who knows. In any case, it should be high enough. Well, it should be high enough for us to actually allow us to cross this range. That should be that's fine. We can do that because Denali here you can see it has 20,000 feet, but here it's just 13,000. So it should not be a problem to actually get above that, and our aircraft should probably climb to 15,000 feet easily. At least yours can. Mine, well, we'll see. I want to fly as close to Denali as possible, to just see that. We'll see how that goes. Our destination airport, it has only like just hazardous. Okay, I understand that. Maybe because it's like in the valley here between the peaks, so there might be some air currents. Also, it might be quite in bad condition. Let's see. It's open to public. We have gravel dirt in good condition. All right. But it's not that long, right? Here it says it has almost 1900 feet. If I look at the little nav map, I don't have it on focus, but my little nav map says that the runway is only where is it? What's the elevation? Yeah, it's only like 1600 feet, so we'll see. Runways should be 28 and 10. If I look at the surface winds, hard to say, really. Probably runway 10, like the safer bet from the go, but we'll see. Um, yeah, we should be able to see Wonder Lake here. So I believe that when we aim for that, the airport should be visible, and it's like in this direction. That's fine. It's gonna be a VFR flight, and I'm wondering if we'll be able to do that just on the visual references here, because I don't see anything. I'm not familiar with the area, and there are like no. It's gonna be mountains. Everything will be mountains, so
Yeah. I guess
probably
that's like the
just
highest peak, Denali, and
yeah,
if we maybe stick to the right of that, we can
yeah,
pass over the mountain range and
yeah,
then
probably
I guess try to spot Wonder Lake.
yes.
Probably all we can do.
Yeah, it can help us, but I'm not really sure how much difference that is. It's like we have like 2,000 feet elevation here, and it is just 3,700. It lies between this, and there's Denali Highway here, so maybe also that one could be found
Yeah,
at some
that
at
could
some
be.
point. So that's gonna
Well,
be our.
I guess we only like from the mountain range we have what like
You mean
28
distance?
miles. I guess we'll have to circle to descend anyway.
Oh yes.
Hello, Thomas and Christian. This is Suresh,
Hello.
just joining in to
Hello,
listen in for today.
hello, Suresh. Welcome.
Yeah, long time, very long time. Unfortunately, I
Yes,
have a call in like 20 minutes, but I thought I'll at least listen to the
you
to this
just.
briefing that you and Christian provide. So I'm here. Hopefully, next time I can join from next Tuesday or so.
It's nice of you to mention that it's also Christian that's doing the briefing, and I appreciate
Yeah,
it because it's
yeah,
true.
I know Christian. Yeah, Christian does quite a bit, right?
Yeah, yeah,
I know
yeah.
you are the big boss,
No, no, no,
but
no.
Christian,
Yeah,
Christian has very valuable input most of the time.
yes,
So
yeah, yeah,
I don't
I
mean
come
like that.
prepared.
No, no. Yeah, I don't mean that your input isn't valuable if there is any, but if most of the time you have some. So that's what I meant.
yeah. Sorry, please carry on.
It's not a problem. I believe that you took a pause from visiting Airbus cockpits, right?
Yeah, yeah. See, yeah. I know. Well, I've been in India, and then I came back. I went to San Francisco. That's why I've not been, but hopefully soon. But today, I thought I have a few minutes. Let me join and just listen because I love Thomas. I absolutely love the briefings that you all provide. I mean, it's so good because this is almost like the real thing. I mean, you don't make it like a game. You make it like the real life, right? So that's why it's good learning.
But we need to remember that it is still a game, here. So
Yes, yes, yeah.
just I need to tell it, for very few people that watch it, it's a game, it's not pertaining to real life navigation. But
Right,
yeah,
right,
I
right.
appreciate your sentiment.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so where were we? What were you saying, Christian?
We would have to circle to descend.
Yes. Okay. Well, 17 miles circle to descent, or we can do really, really fast descent if we wanted to.
I guess
Uh,
I could break out the PC6.
mm, but
Like
yeah.
you can do a beta descent. So like you can put it into beta mode while in flight, and you can descend really steeply.
Mhm. Well, the aircraft can descend really steeply anyway. You just put it into forward slip or something, and you ignore, your ears
Yeah,
popping, and
yeah. Like what I want, the that aircraft can do so without picking up any excess speed. This is
yeah,
what I.
that's fine. Okay, so however, how we can get there? It's like Okay, it's like 44 miles. That should be enough to actually climb, right? Yeah, that should be more than enough to climb. And I guess we'll just do it based on heading today.
Yeah,
Yeah,
shoot for the mountain and then dead
yeah,
reckoning.
yeah. We have a military operations area here, Susitna. Susitna. So let's just quickly check. Where is it? MOA. MOA. Yes. Sustina. says Sustina, and on the map it was Susitna. Ah, they have a mistake here. Look at it. Susitna. Sustina. It should be Sustina. Because Sustina is also a river, so I'm kind of surprised. Anyway, the floor of the MOA is 10,000 or 5,080, whichever is higher. Okay, well, we will be climbing above 10,000 anyway, so yeah. So beware of military aircraft. It may. Right, I believe. You know what? I will do it in a way that I will try to go here, George Lake, just to have some reference, And then there, and if I spot the mountain, planning to do this, and if there is room for me to actually go closer, then I will, and I will try to kind of gauge, how to get there. Should be fine.
Can give the controller a spook, like with the VFR aircraft climbing without a flight plan. Will they stop by 18,000 or not?
We will. Yeah, but that is
He doesn't know that.
But that is very important point, because we do have ATC, and if we wanted to climb above 18,000 feet, we would need a flight plan. That's for sure. Because it's a class Charlie there, I believe. Is it? No, Alpha. It's class Alpha here in the US,
Alpha,
right? Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, I mistook it from my country. Where I climb above the highest, VFR echo space. It's Charlie there, so I kind of forgot that it's Alpha. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So one more thing to mention: this Fort Crosby has a very short runway. At least in my simulator, if I look at it, if you can see that there are trees all around, right? So it's gonna be very sketchy. The wind is kind of perpendicular to the runway, but it slightly favors runway 28, which is actually sorry, we don't have runway 28. It actually favors runway 36 here, and I originally wanted to take off from 18 because of the trees at the end of 36, but with the 14 knots headwind, it should be enough. It should be fine, because that will give us a lot of space to actually outclimb this. So just beware, very short runway, so we need to have some check that if you are not accelerating enough to kind of reject the takeoff, not to hit the trees at the end. So something to think about, when you go.
So, Thomas, are you still in the Alaska region, or have you
Yes.
moved to the mainland?
Yes,
Are you still
yes.
there?
No, we are in
Yeah, I can
Alaska.
see the beautiful sea. Yeah.
If you look there, there's Anchorage here, and we are
Anchorage, okay.
currently there, to the north
Okay.
of it.
Okay.
And if I bring the world VFR, you can see that we are in this region.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. But I believe that's quite it. And let me check the temperature of the engine. If I bring up the master battery switch, can I check the temperature? Probably not, right? But we'll see how it starts, when it starts. Anyway, I'll wish you happy flying, Christian, and see you on the other side.
Yeah, let's hope so. Happy flying.
Happy flying.
Okay. So it's time to we will need to tow the aircraft a little bit. See how much fuel we have. We have more in the left tank, so let's it's there in the left tank. We will do a quick walk around, and then we'll put out the engine heater. So let's see. Mainly what I wanted to check, it's very quick. Then in real life you do the very proper walk around. What I wanted to check is was there? Yeah, there's just. Oh, there's no water. Okay, good. Right. Yeah, we're heating the engine there. Or probably oil, not the engine. quite dark. I believe we should replace it soon. Still gonna work. Okay, that was very quick. Okay, so I'm gonna disconnect the engine heater, and then we need to tow the aircraft a little bit because we would not be able to kind of exit from there, and we probably have a parking brake on. So let's yeah, disconnect the parking brake, and then we can tow the aircraft. Some open space. Right, we have clear line of sight, good. Oh yeah, almost, but we can make it. Alright, so let's bring this down and let's start it until it really is cold again. So we do like that. It's a beacon, fuel pump. Fuel pressure is rising and we'll definitely close the door. Okay. Prime 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll do 5 today. Alright. Okay, parking brake on. Beacon is there, and I believe we can start the engine. All clear. And let's see if we can do it. Right. Let's clear this. Oil pressure is directly, yeah, it helped quite a lot because oil pressure is immediately in the green. It's not over pressured, so the oil is actually was heated, and the viscosity is right, so that's very good. Okay. It's already 61 degrees on the oil. Very soon, yeah, it's gonna be in the green. No, we are not filling in. Sit. Yes. And what I'll do is to bring this up. Okay, well, altitude today, let's count with like 15,000. Compute. Okay, nice. It doesn't want to compute. It's gonna be very, yeah, it's not good. So let's put something. I can alter this one aircraft profile, but I don't really want to do that. So no. Okay, well, climb. It should do climb, but we need to do some, you know, so just so it can count, I will do this, right? But I'm definitely still, now it can, right? So ignore this one, right? We are not going to fly there, but I just want to do the climb. Alrighty. Yeah. Okay. So, as I said, we are gonna depart runway 36 And when we do, we'll continue north. Here it's basically, yeah, basically north to here, to this George, the George River or George Lake, probably, well, to George, and then we'll turn slightly left. The initial magnetic heading will be 358, so it's directly aligned with the runway anyway. Good. Temperature is good enough, so let's actually go a little bit closer. The brakes are working. Gonna be a scary takeoff. So, trim is set. We will do flaps 2. We need to set the altimeter, and the elevation of this is 650. So let's set the altimeter so it's 650 roughly. Yes. We need to sync the heading, our directional gyro, and it should be around 229er. So something like that. We're gonna depart to the north. We're gonna switch here to this. Reset the timer. We have this, and frequency I believe was 122.8. Well, I'm going to use 122.8 for this aircraft. Actually, we're not going to do the radio calls from the private field. Let's go silent this time. Let's just check that there is nobody around. Yeah, and got almost. Today I really do want to make engine run up. Always do it, but today it's kind of more important. So 2000 RPM, and let's check the magnetos. So what frequency are you at? Ah, okay, he's not listening. Christian's not listening. Anyway. Yeah, we'll go behind him. Oh, he does have a very short takeoff roll. I'm actually a little bit scary looking at that. Not sure I will be able to overclimb that. Well, we'll see, won't we? let's get to it then. Landing lights, fuel pump, strobe lights. And brakes off. Probably clipped some trees there. But landing gear goes up. Flaps. We do have clear skies. Last time we had real bad artifacts here, and I believe that they are still present, you know, elevation problems and so on. I actually had for Denali there. Try to trim it so we climb at 120. So I won't be going through the lake as I planned. I'm going straight for Denali because it's clearly visible. Have a problem there. Okay, landing, fuel pump off, landing lights off. Climbing like crazy in that Kodiak. Okay, let's lean the mixture a bit. Get maximum performance out of the aircraft. It's the scenery, or some of the scenery that interferes with how it should look like. It's funny like that. Flaps are up. We have yeah, landing lights are off. Good. And everything goes great. 11,500 and climbing. So, conclusion from that engine heater, I believe that it really worked, and we were able to successfully preheat the oil, so it gave us less problems starting the engine. Not less problems, but fewer problems, right? Fewer problems. Where is that overcast layer? I have no idea. Maybe on the other side of the mountain. I'm not complaining. Mind me. feet. Over 10,000 now. The air is becoming very, very thin. Don't think we have any, and we do have oxygen someplace. Hello, how are you doing? How are you doing? Rate of climb has lowered, obviously. Our sun. It's a huge hole in the ground. Christian, you were on some frequency when taking off?
Sorry?
What frequency were you at when taking off?
2.9.
Yeah, because I was just not speaking at all on the radio. Private airfield,
So
you know.
you weren't speaking, right?
I weren't, yes. Or I wasn't, actually.
Yeah, you're a very low volume right now. I can hardly hear you.
Oh, am I?
Oh, yes, that's better.
Okay, well, probably stupid microphone here.
Oh, okay.
Well, anyway.
So you weren't talking at all on...
No. I went rogue.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
You know, private
thought that was,
airfield and... didn't feel the need.
I just left the Kodiak empty today. That's an insane type of performance when empty.
I saw that.
Yeah.
You were climbing like a rocket.
Yeah.
Are you going close to the Denali or not?
Pretty close, yeah. But the clouds are way lower on the northern side, so I guess I have to descend to Denali.
Okay.
Suresh, can you mute your microphone? I can hear the background from you.
I actually muted him. He should be muted.
Not on Discord.
On Discord.
Yeah.
But maybe I muted him like for me only.
Yeah, possibly. Let's see. Right click.
Some problem with the sound.
There it is. Okay. Yeah, it's probably
I don't know why.
not on this computer right now. There's a bunch of clouds rolling in the northern side.
One of my channels like just gone out, I believe, like sound wise. Interesting. Can you still hear me?
I can still hear you, yeah.
Okay, I cannot hear you.
Yeah, but my in-game sound is way too loud, so...
Could hear you for a bit. But that's the problem on my side somewhere. I hope that I can at least be heard on the microphone, but no. Okay, I'll assume you can still hear me, but I don't know at this point. Climbing away, there's something wrong with my sound. But I believe that it's still recording, so at least that should be fine. Just try something crazy. I can hear normally here if it's just the simulator or something else. Is it?
good news, the lake...
It might just be the simulator doing problems for me, because that I could hear fine. Well, nothing to be done, I guess. Still climbing 15,000 feet and it's barely climbing anymore. So let's try to put it into a little bit steeper climb. Lower airspeed. Because the best rate of climb is actually lowering and gaining altitude. Let's do something slower. Maybe climb better. And that is Mount Denali, or not Mount Denali, but just Denali. Climbing must not go over 18,000 feet, but if this aircraft will have quite problems now to climb any higher. Actually do the test today, right? To try to shut down the engine and try to land. If we can glide there, that would be fun. We said that it's gonna be a runway gonna be probably runway 10 that we want to use, or was it 28? We are almost at 18,000 feet and we are still not high enough, obviously, because it has 20,000. Minus 30 degrees Celsius here. surprised that it's still climbing. Well, anyway, out of the, like, from the Mount Denali, it's like 1, 2, 3 from the end. Okay, then we have like 3 to 8 course. Basically flying it already, you know. It's here, yeah. Heading almost at 18,000. We must not go above, but this is Mount, or not Mount, but Denali. So let's stay here. And I can see the lake there, nice, and there will be airport there. So what do you say that I try to cut the engine and we'll see if we are able to glide there, right? Should be fun. Okay. Got the power obviously, but now I will try to stop the prop if that is possible. See if I'm able to stop the prop by going too slow. Or if I stall first. Yeah, let's stall. Okay, probably not able to stop the prop completely. Try again. Just okay. Stop, prop, stop. Cannot. Okay. So we'll go like, I believe 100 miles. Sweet spot here. Like best glide speed. I will see. Okay. Right. So we are without the engine right now. Starting to think we are going down too fast. Might not be able to get all the way there. Let's see. The elevation of the field is, I believe, 1,000. Yeah, 1,500. 178. So quiet. Maybe we'll make it because we still have like 10,000 feet to lose. It's quite a lot. We will stay in the air for, let's say, 11-12 minutes and it should get us there. So we'll see how that goes. It's gonna be there. Airport. Those. Not touching any controls now, it just flies itself. I need to think. We are glider. We are gliding. want to say we're gonna make it, but I'm not sure we should. Yeah. Saving fuel. According to my map. This stupid point. The airport is actually right there somewhere. It's a gravel runway, so I don't know if we're gonna see it. Descending. Keeping the fuel tank on if I need to restart the engine. That would speak like a shame restart. Still 8,000 feet, so we have 6,000 feet to lose. Not that much, but it's something. I wonder if we are high enough to actually traffic pattern. $6,000 feet, so we have like 4,000 feet to go. Is that field? can be actually. In that case we are quite high. But we have like 3,000 feet to lose. Can we make it around or not? Partly, maybe. We'll need to. We'll do landing gear as like a last thing. Little bit afraid if we're gonna make it around, but he's landing as well, and I'm not speaking on the radio today. Yeah, we should be able to actually make a turn and then land on it, if that's the field. So 2,500 feet to lose. Be fine. Yeah, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, that's the field. Alright. Speaking on to 2.9er. feet. Gonna be just enough to turn and line up.
Kantishna traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot on final runway 10, full stop landing, Kantishna.
Well, he disappeared. Gonna be very close. 1,500 feet remaining only. And I need to make a turn. And not too late, not too soon. With the terrain there. Alright, well. Let's show us some skills, shall we? If I end up too high, I'm gonna overshoot. Too low, and I'm gonna undershoot. Yeah, I believe that. Let's bring the landing gear down. And first, nudge of flaps. Let's go. Okay, that was a stupid idea, so flaps up. Landing gear up.
Kantishna traffic, Kodiak 36 Foxtrot, runway 10, vacated, Kantishna.
Too soon. Well, I'll land gear down. Here without flaps. Flaps 1. Okay, flaps 3. Put there so we don't stall. Okay. Well, probably damaged landing gear, but managed to land. Roll of the runway. Great. We're down. Nice. minus 20 degrees. And that was quite a landing. So managed to do that just fine. Had to retract the gear. If I did not, I don't think I would have made it. Damage to the landing gear a little bit, I think, but we survived. So, thank you for watching, and see you next time. Bye bye.